उनका क्या, who are being forced or pressurized even if they don't want. इसके reasons अलग अलग हैं. Maybe then they would not have given up their life. Hello, my name is Pratik and welcome to another video. हम बायोलॉजी तो पढ़ते हैं, बट आपने कभी ये सोचा कि what is this biology? उसका मतलब क्या है? इस वीडियो में we will see what is the meaning of biology. आगे इस वीडियो में मैं आपको एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉब्लम जो कि आज के स्टूडेंट्स फेस कर रहे हैं और उसके क्या सॉल्यूशंस हैं वो भी बताऊंगा. सो लेट्स बिगिन. बायोलॉजी कम्स फ्रॉम टू ग्रीक वर्ड्स. बायोस एंड लोगोस. बायोस का मतलब है लाइफ एंड लोगोस का मतलब है स्टडी. सो बायोलॉजी का मतलब है to study life. If biology means to study life, अब there is a question कि what is this life? What is this term life? थोड़ा spiritual नहीं हो गया? What is this life that people study, that we will study? You can pause the video and comment down कि what according to you, आपके हिसाब से what is the meaning of life or what is life? हम एक बहुत easy definition से समझने की कोशिश करेंगे that what is life. Life can be defined as it is a quality that differentiates living organisms from non-living. मतलब जिससे हम identify करते हैं that what is alive and what is not alive. It can also be defined as the time period from its birth to death. Now let's see what are the features or characteristics of life. The first characteristic of life is energy utilization. All living things, all organisms, they need energy to live and to survive. Plants use sunlight. Animals, they eat food to get their energy. इसी energy से they are able to do different functions like they grow, they move, and most importantly, they stay alive. For example, cheetah, which is an animal that runs the fastest, it uses energy even जब आप सोते हो. उस टाइम पे भी energy is being utilized for your heart to keep beating, for your breathing to take place. Without energy, no living thing can live and survive. Any living thing or any organism, वो सिर्फ साइज में बड़े नहीं होते. They also change and develop. Cells, which are your basic and structural unit of life, they grow, divide, and form different body parts. Example, जैसे एक छोटा सा seed grows into a huge tree or a small human baby grows to an adult. Growth and development is a very important characteristic of life. It helps them to become strong and it makes them ready for life. Living things have the ability to produce new life. हर organism में ये ability होती है जिससे it can make a new organism. जैसे a hen, it lays eggs and a human can have a baby. And what is the importance of this characteristic? It makes sure that life continues from one generation to the next. जिससे कि there is continuity of life. मतलब life it never stops. It continuously regenerates and reproduces. आपके साथ ये कभी हुआ होगा कि there is any hot object, maybe it's a candle or a hot pan या कुछ भी which is hot. जैसे ही गलती से आपका हैंड या फिंगर उस पर टच हो जाता है, suddenly you remove your hand. This quality is called response to stimuli. You are responding to a stimulus. What is a stimuli or stimulus? It is any change in the surroundings of an organism. Every living thing, every living being has a tendency to react or to respond to any stimuli. They do react to their surroundings. Stimulus can be of different types, such as change in temperature, or change in pressure, and many more. This leads to the organism to adjust or to respond to it. Responding to the environment around an organism helps it to live and survive. The fifth characteristic of life is adaptation. Over the time, any living organism can change and adjust itself to its surroundings. This quality or this feature is called adaptation. जैसे polar bears. Polar bears live in very cold weathers. इसी की वजह से they have thick white fur on their body that helps them, that keeps them warm and helps them to maintain optimum body temperatures. Without adaptation, many organisms, including us, we would not have evolved and become what we are today. Adaptation helps any species to survive for many millions of years. We just saw what makes something alive. It needs energy, it grows, it reproduces, it adapts. But you should think that how all of this is happening, that how all of this happens. How do living things get energy? How do they grow? How do they develop? The answers to these questions are based on specific rules. Just like any game has a set of rules, वैसे ही biology also follows some rules. These are the principles of biology, the fundamental ideas that explain how life functions, how life evolves, and interacts with its surroundings. Then let's understand the principles of biology. The cell theory. The cell theory states that all life is made up of cells. Every living organism, from the tiniest bacteria to the largest elephant, even dinosaurs, they were also made up of cells. जैसे bricks make a building, वैसे ही cells make up an organism. These cells, they work together to keep an organism alive. So, no cells is equal to no life. Features like your height, your eye color, they come from certain things called genes. Now, what are these genes? Genes are like instructions which are stored in your DNA. अब ये DNA क्या है? DNA, in simple language, is like a map or code, like a blueprint, जिसके basis पे एक organism बनता है. It decides how an organism looks and how it functions. जैसे कोई भी dish बनाने के लिए you need a recipe. वैसे ही DNA is needed for how a living thing grows and develops. So gene theory says that every organism is made by a set of instructions which are the genes and they are located in your DNA. Evolution is a process by which living organisms change over generations. Evolution, it takes time. It happens over many millions of years. Organisms, they adapt to their environment. Let's say we saw previously in the characteristics of life that adaptation is key to survival. So evolution, it makes sure that the survival of any species. It also explains that why some of the species they go extinct, but some of them they don't. For example, आपने giraffes देखे. Giraffes, they have long necks, and birds, they have wings. ये features, they have developed over a million years of time, and this process is called evolution. Homeostasis simply means keeping the body's internal conditions balanced, no matter what is happening outside. Internal conditions का मतलब है जैसे important functions which are going on in your body, जैसे temperature regulation, water level regulation, oxygen levels, and many more. Homeostasis का एक ही goal है, that is to maintain balance, to keep the internal environment of any organism stable, even if the outer surroundings they change. जैसे जब बहुत गर्मी हो जाती है, तब you start to sweat. This is nothing but homeostasis, just like an air conditioner. The function of an air conditioner is to maintain the internal conditions of a particular room. मतलब अगर बाहर बहुत गर्मी है, तो it can make your room cooler, and if बाहर ठंडी है, ACs are also used to elevate the temperature of your room. So homeostasis, it maintains balance. We talked about this feature earlier in the characteristics of life, that is energy flow. It is also an important principle in biology. Life needs energy. Every organism needs energy to grow, move, and survive. Without energy, life cannot exist. Lastly, interdependence. All life is connected. We are all connected to each other. Even humans, we are connected to all other beings on this planet. No organism, it says, or survives alone. It is like a cycle. Plants make oxygen, animals breathe it, different microorganisms decompose waste. All these processes are continuously happening and are interdependent on each other. So life is a system. If one part fails, the whole balance is disrupted. There is a major problem that our country is facing from some time. The problem is lack of awareness. Majority of the students choose either to be a doctor or an engineer. इसके reasons अलग-अलग हैं, जैसे societal pressure, peer pressure, and the biggest lack of awareness. बात करते हैं medical field की. अब जिनको डॉक्टर बनना है, जिनको जेन्युइनली इंटरेस्ट है डॉक्टर बनने में, उनके लिए ये सही चॉइस है, क्योंकि उनको ये चीज पसंद है, उनको बीइंग अ डॉक्टर पसंद है। बट उनका क्या, जिनको डॉक्टर बनना ही नहीं है, who are being forced or pressurized to take this profession even if they don't want. अभी recently we saw so many cases जिसमें young students are giving up their lives. But the question is why? Because at some point they feel pressurized, they feel stressed, they feel उनके ऊपर एक बोझ है, एक बर्डन है जो वो कभी भी नहीं चाहते थे, वही उनको ना चाहते हुए अब करना पड़ रहा है। क्यों? Just to meet the expectations of other people around them. Only if अगर उनको पता होता that there are other options, that there are other professions जो कि equally prestigious हैं, just like being a doctor, maybe then they would not have given up their lives. इससे हो कुछ नहीं रहेगा, बस जो पोटेंशियल है इस कंट्री की यूथ की वो वेस्ट जा रही है और कुछ नहीं। ये टॉपिक in itself is a very big topic and I will make a separate video on this. But for now, I want to tell you, I want to share with you the main branches and the professions in the biology field, which you can choose, and they are as equally prestigious and valuable to being a doctor. And plus, उनमें income scope भी बहुत अच्छा है. Then let's go. There are many branches of biology, but हम बात करेंगे उन main 5 branches of biology that form the base of biology. The first branch of biology is zoology. Zoology is that branch of biology which deals with animals. It studies their behavior, their characteristics, their features and कैसे वो environment के साथ interact करते हैं and adjust and adapt करते हैं. There are many applications of zoology like wildlife conservation जहाँ पे different animals are studied in their environments, in their habitats, जहाँ पे वो usually रहते हैं. Then animal behavioral research, जिसमें scientists they research on different animals and how they behave in different conditions. Talking about the professions which you can choose if you specialize in zoology, are you can become a wildlife biologist जो कि animals पे focus करते हैं. जैसे you must have seen those channels जैसे Animal Planet, National Geographic. They are focused on animal behaviors. If you become a zoologist, इसमें earning potential भी अच्छा है, especially if you go for wildlife or in research. Then the second important branch of biology is botany. Botany is the study of plants. Botany is focused on plants, their lives, कैसे वो grow करते हैं, उनके genetics, कैसे वो environment के साथ interact करते हैं, and much more. Botany is a huge field. उसके applications बहुत सारे हैं, जैसे agriculture and farming. Farming being one of the most important sectors of our country, उसमें botanical research का एक huge contribution है. Then medicinal plants. बहुत सारी medicines आजकल बनती है from different plant sources because they have certain types of chemicals, certain compounds which can actually treat many diseases. So botany is also useful in treating diseases. बात करते हैं इस field की professions की. You can choose to become an agricultural scientist, जिसका main role होता है to develop better crops, better farming methods, better farming strategies. You can become a plant geneticist, जिनका main role होता है to develop strong disease-free plants which are beneficial to humans. And lastly, you can also go for research in botany. Botanists की आज बहुत demand है in different fields like agriculture, medicine, environment, and in many research fields. The next branch of biology, which is a very crucial part of biology, is microbiology. Microbiology is that part of biology which deals with tiny microorganisms, say bacteria, virus, fungi. Microbiology deals with the effects of these microorganisms on us. Microbiology is a very popular and high demand field in academics and in industry. Microbiology is used to develop antibiotics, vaccines. Then microbiology is also in food industry. जो भी packaged food we are eating or whatever we eat, microbiology is being used in those sectors. Talking about the professions which you can go In microbiology, there are so many professions that you can choose by studying microbiology. जैसे clinical microbiologists. They usually work in hospitals where they work for diagnosing different types of diseases. You can become a virologist. In COVID-19, we saw that the vaccine development was so fast. Why did this happen? This happened due to so many virologists who work tirelessly day and night, and as a result, and so many people were saved. You can also go in industrial-based jobs. You can also become an industrial microbiologist. You can go in different industries like the food technology, environment, and many more. And बात करें इसकी money potential की, in this field you can choose high-paying jobs in different sectors like health, pharma, etc. The fourth part of biology. Biotechnology. Biotechnology is that branch of biology that is involved in developing new technologies in different areas like health, food, environment, etc. Bio plus technology is biotechnology. Biotechnology has many applications like developing GMOs or genetically modified organisms. इसमें एक एग्जाम्पल है of developing crops which are pest resistant. मतलब कि आसानी से those crops which are developed, they are not easily infected with different types of pests and insects. This has happened due to the technological innovations in biology, which we are calling biotechnology. And in medicine field also, there has been so many applications. जैसे stem cell research. Nowadays, many deadly diseases are being treated through stem cell research, and this has also been done through biotechnology. Professions की बात करें, so many professions in biotechnology, and it is a demanding profession. You can become a genetic engineer who modifies crops for better yield. You can make better medicines. Then you can become a biomedical scientist who are involved in the research of different types of diseases and their treatments. बात करें अगर हम career scope की, तो biotechnology is a multi-billion-dollar industry जो कि अलग-अलग fields जैसे medicine, agriculture, health, इन सब को revolutionize कर रही है. You can also start your own startup. Biotech in today's date has a very high potential. The last important branch of biology is pharmacology. Pharmacology is the branch of biology that deals with the development of medicines. It is involved in the study of medicines and their interactions with the human body. कि कैसे कोई मेडिसिन हमारी बॉडी में वर्क करती है, क्या उसका फंक्शन है, कैसे न्यू टाइप्स ऑफ मेडिसिन डेवलप हो सकती है, वो सब कम्स अंडर फार्माकोलॉजी. Pharmacology is used to make medicines. Pharmacology is involved in clinical testing of medicines. कोई भी मेडिसिन जो आप यूज करते हो वो एक दिन में डेवलप नहीं होती. It takes many years. Through that time period, scientists who work in pharmacology work endlessly to develop that one medicine that can help treat any disease and save lives. The professions that you can choose in pharmacology are pharmacologists. इसमें scientists they study and research on medicines. Then you can become a clinical researcher. इनका काम होता है that any medicine जो कि अभी newly बनी है उसको ये लोग टेस्ट करते हैं in hospitals and clinics. You can also become a toxicologist. इसमें medicines and chemicals are tested for their safety. If you ask about the career scope, pharmacology like biotechnology, a huge industry. इसमें you can go for research, you can go for industrial jobs in hospitals, in pharmaceutical companies. So these were the 5 major branches of biology. So you saw that there are so many different options that you can take, that you can choose in the biological field. I hope after watching today's video, you understood what is the true meaning of biology, its characteristics and its principles. And also you, after watching this video, have seen that what are the professions possible in the field of biology. Even if आप इस बात को समझ पाए that biology just does not mean to become a doctor. It is much more than that, and there are many possibilities. Then I would think that this video was really useful. Also share this video with your friends and other people whom you think that they should watch the video and know about so many possibilities of biology. Until next time,